Okay, well, let's see. Actors and actresses across the world are trying to make a living. Those unfortunate working poor tend to have to work one, two, three, five. You name how many jobs they need to be able to pay their bills while they're working in mediocre circles to be able to eke out their own professional practices. The upside to everything is that eventually they'll hit their own pinnacle, their own world on the string, sitting on top of the world, 15 minutes or 15 years of fame, and then mosey off into the sunset and have a nice remaining time. In some cases, their big bang blockbuster type of appeal to people doesn't make sense what I'm saying. Couldn't care less. It's true. If you look at all the big name actors that we've followed, Charlie Sheen, Leslie Nielsen, Tom Cruise, uh, trying to think of other people, Leonardo DiCaprio, um, and that's a background game that's actually playing while I'm doing this. The unfortunate downside to everything is that if actors and actresses could actually reduce their salaries. First off, I still don't get why people get paid anything more than $150,000 a year. I mean, look at our medical professionals that are earning that much money for working in a hospital and dangerous environments. See, even the game agrees with me. The downside to everything is that if you've never done acting, theater, or otherwise, you don't know what they actually have to do. I have done it. I do know what they need to do. Some people have to be very good at what they do. They have to be very convincing. Learning lines is different than being able to act or use emotions, pathos. Uh, Unfortunately, with managers getting involved, that's where the studios can't bilk an actor or actress out of money. They can't fool or play them on. Unfortunately, as Ray Charles put it, it's a business. Like music is a business, entertainment is also a business. And if you don't look out for yourself, or if your management doesn't look out for you, your best interest, regardless of how ridiculous of what they ask, purple jelly beans always, Evian water always, bottle of scotch at the beginning or at the end of every venue, so on and so forth. There comes a time where you want to tell yourself, well, what the hell? Um, it would be nice for anyone that actually earning that money to actually donate it all or donate a bigger portion so that they actually earn what the regular amount of people earn, $40,000 a year, possibly. I'm lucky if I'm going to see that in 5 years from now. But imagine if all that money was actually sent to charities. As for Metro Goldwyn and Mayer, well, unfortunately, it's with everything competing against entertainment for the silver screen, DVDs, you name it, with YouTube, with the internet having live streaming. Studies are showing that the stats are actually putting the alternative medias in better favor against cinema at the moment and the DVD market too. Um, TV is also a big factor to it, but there's also decrease from the TV side to go onto the internet so that you don't have to waste money on a TV or a decoder, a satellite dish, or anything else. You just hook yourself up with a brand new spiffy computer that can handle the actual streaming of it, and poof, off you go. Um, Unfortunately, I do agree with you, Pete, in regards to the actors and actresses actually demanding a lot of money. Especially when they're actors and actresses that should be in sequels such as Iron Man 2, where we had best friend of Tony Stark's character not being in the second movie because he demanded more money. Because of that, the studio said, "You're gone. We're not going to hire you. We're going to find somebody else." So they took Don Cheadle, which, to my opinion, should have been the original actor from the get go. Um, I wouldn't refuse any project because I know that where I live here, unfortunately, if you live in Hollywood or any other big city out in the West Coast, where all the movies are done, even in Vancouver, BC, where our Canadian movie capital tends to be nowadays because of the film credits and whatnot, they still need a lot of money to be able to live. When you look at a house that sells, a regular house, and I'm talking possibly a raised ranch or a bungalow, which here in New Brunswick costs you maybe $150,000, $225,000 at most, and even then it's pushing it a lot. It would have to be entirely made of hardwood, ceramic, and a whole lots of nifty little hideaway places inside the house. If you move out to the West Coast, it's almost $600,000, and you're close to pushing $1 million. So you can imagine how it is in Hollywood with the expenses. Well, their salary possibly may not go far. I don't know. But I do know that it unfortunately boggles my mind because, truth be told, I'm of the sound mind and body, and I'm not insane even if I am wearing the Mad Hatter's hat, that it should be salaries that are $40,000 plus, with little fringe benefits here and there to make their lives much more easier and much more enjoyable. But then again, that depends on who or what they want to be and how they want to live their lifestyle. There's also that. Live with the lifestyle that you want to have, not with what you can afford, apparently, is the motto nowadays. That said, the upside to that is that those actors, if they're the type of actor that loves creativity, will be able to actually go into an independent film and ask a much lower salary just because of the strength of the script or the volition that they want to throw into the movie. That's the upside to it. They don't have to starve. They don't have to worry about paying their mortgage or anything else because they've already made it to that much height. They can then dip down, go through what they want to be able to be involved in. It's as simple as that. But that said, anyways, I've taken way too much time. Have a nice one.